guest. Minion.
Special guest. Who's the star?
It's the bed
Special
licker.
guest, Nate.
Nope,
It's the Minion Show.
it's the bed licker.
Is he licking? Oh, he's licking. I don't know what's on there, Mins.
No, either. I should lower this down so they can see some Minion too.
What's up, guys?
Whole family is watching. That's
Very
so
cool.
cool. Well, welcome.
Hello. Hi.
Very cool. All right, I got
Lickety lick, 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 lick. What's everybody up to?
Is everybody ready for fall? Because fall's coming.
Fall is coming.
Or it's just going to instantly go into winter. I haven't decided yet.
Thank you, thank you.
Unknown. It's unknown. Come on, chat.
All right, I'm gonna have to slow you guys down just a little bit here. Be patient. Oh, that was the wrong button. Hold on a second. No, I'm not even in there anymore.
Dishes.
Yikes.
Minion looks cozy. He's cozy
Yikes.
and amped and crazy.
Oh my goodness. I have to watch
Hi
an
from
ad just to get into my own
Ohio.
boyfriend's live. Because I'm too
Hey,
cheap to.
gifted a Nate Petrovsky membership. Thanks.
Thank you.
That's very cool. Very,
Super
very
cool.
cool.
Super cool. All right, give me the live chat. Thank you. Thank you.
Brittany, Lady Brittany, 209 was gifted the membership. That was nice. By Ruby Hoove, and then Tracy Anderson was gifted a membership. I'm not sure how all this is going. 2 memberships gifted, 2 people got them. Thanks.
Can't.
That was nice.
Message. Oh my goodness. How long has it been since I've done this? This is insane. All right, guys, we're gonna start with a.
1 minute.
Let's sit. We'll start with a 30-second delay. We'll see how that does.
30 seconds.
I don't want to go too high. I hate having to wait when I'm in a chat.
You're typing, right? Garage progress
We'll
looks
see how
great.
fast you go.
Thanks. Yeah, I'm happy with it. Squishy Booger gifted a membership. Bugger. Oh, I just called you Booger. Bugger. Okay, I can't read it.
Squishy bugger.
Squishy Bugger.
Thank you. Thank you.
Beverage of choice tonight is a cherry margarita. Light on the cherry though, so it looks like pink lemonade. Yeah. Minion loves
He loves the
condensation.
condensation.
Oh,
That's good. It keeps you from dripping it on me.
No, it's not good. I like to drip it on
It
me.
is good. I know you do.
Hmm.
Hello, Eden, North Carolina. Welcome to the live.
Welcome. Margarita, yep. Not pink lemonade. That's right. Definitely not pink lemonade. I think we're supposed to
get
possibly
cherry
get a
juice in it.
thunderstorm tonight.
Oh, really?
I think.
Do we have everything put away and all the things? Or are we going to be running around here as the rain starts to fall?
No, I think I got stuff pretty much put away.
Most storms we run around as the rain starts to fall.
Yep. Yep. Quit.
Oh, I'm sorry you're sick, Kayla. Hope you feel better soon. That sucks.
Man.
Thanks for stopping in to say hi.
Garage is coming on awesome. When do you hope it'll be complete? I hope it'll be complete by the end of the month. What I'm hoping for. Of course, I'm gonna have to actually order the garage doors to like make that happen. I can see that that'll be what's waited on. Will you stop licking everything? You're a goofball. Gonna epoxy the garage floor now. Nope. Nope, I'm not planning to. I'm fine with it the way it is.
Just got your power back after 10 days of no power from the hurricane damage. So glad you have it back. Glad you are safe.
Yeah, it's been rough down there, obviously.
There's another one coming too. It's supposed to hit Florida.
Oh, that's not good.
Mm-mm.
That like button, yes. Thank you for the super chat. Definitely hit the like button. Hit the like on the super chats too. Nate, let dog rest. Just constantly at him. He is so amped up. He's a mess. has nothing to do with me. It just has to do with him being crazy. Because it's cool out.
It's your
no
dog. You do
longer
what
hot.
you want.
I will. How doing?
He's fine.
How's he doing? Is he doing good? Is he doing good? Quit licking so much.
Thank you for the super sticker. Juan.
Thank you.
Very cool. Thank you, thank
He
you.
eats hot dogs. He would love hot dogs.
He's constantly overstimulated. He's constantly amped. This is just Minion.
It is, man.
It's just Minion. It's just Minion.
Especially when he's outside
It is
in his
Minion.
bed. He missed his bed. Forget the minion tax. Definitely won't forget the minion tax. Whoa, Jonesy G with a big super chat. Putting up cat ramps along the garage walls. Be all that feline playpen. Cats, thank you for it. Really loving cats go to the bakery. Yeah, I haven't really decided if I want to do something like that. Jonesy, I'm not sure. I'm mostly focused on getting the garage up. But chances are with the amount of shelving I have in there, I'll end up having cat super highways one way or the other.
I made Mexican rice with chicken in the Instant Pot for dinner.
Okay.
It was yummy. I was telling Nate, I'm like, I have not actually like done a full shopping at the grocery store since before we went to Vegas. I've just like literally been
Tiger.
digging through the freezer and pulling things out and throwing together whatever I can. So far we've been okay. But it's not going to be very long before I'm going to have to go, 'cause I'm like pretty much at the end of
Tiger.
all the canned veggies and things that I need. And fresh veggies, but I don't have any
I'm
frozen
sorry.
or
Did
canned
we go
stuff
live without
anymore
you?
either.
Do we go live without you? I'm sorry.
Poor Dagger. He's trying to get you. He's trying to get you. He's trying to get. What you doing, Dagger? No, you hear Dagger. He's on Nate's lap.
Yep, it was Dagger. It was Dagger. He was sounding very, very distressed. Like, where are my people? Where are my people? Why didn't you invite me? We did invite you.
Mm-hmm.
You're fine. You can come.
I am feeling better. They had to put me on a stronger antibiotic, and I go in for my root canal tomorrow. I should be able to do it now. I should be fine. I have very little pain when I do. It's like off and on, but not near what I was having. Hi.
There.
Hi, Mr. Dagger. Hi, Mr. Dagger. Yes. Hello, Mr. Hello. Hello.
Good evening, everyone. Good evening. I'm in here.
Eye Eater's girlfriend. She's over here throwing Twitch commands.
Twitch commands. Oh, that's funny. That's funny.
Thank you, thank you.
Minion is so funny. He's crazy. Are you crazy?
He's not hurting you, man. He's not
Hey,
even
crazy.
barely touching you. Not even barely touching you. Dagger is very cuddly.
Nope.
Usually in the evening he gets that way. Huh. Yeah, he and Katana have been cuddled up on the bed on the back porch the last few nights.
Katana just went running through here.
Yesterday, Dagger and Katana were laying on the bed on the back porch, and Minion and Charlotte were out there, and a bird went by, and Minion barked, and the cats both jumped at the same time, and when they took off, they kicked so hard the dog bed that they were laying on went flying off the deck. It was so funny.
It's pretty funny.
Minion startled the heck out of them.
Brian Thomas is giving me my weekly hug and tell him I love him. Hi, Minion. With the hug.
Leaves are
Maybe
starting
that-
to change a little bit. It was kind of weird because the drought affected the trees so much that the leaves started to fall before they were ever even changing. But we're starting to get some color change now.
Yeah, they're starting. I bet it'll be a very short
It'll be a short fall.
colorful leaf.
They'll fall
time
off
frame.
so fast, yeah.
Yeah.
Probably one good wind through here and it'll knock most of the leaves off.
Probably.
Everything was so dry.
Let's go.
Like 4 feet in the air. That's funny. Yeah, they took off at the same time. Dagger did not get the rat. But it hasn't been spotted since this. I think it was spotted twice that day, and it hasn't been spotted since. But until we know for a fact it's gone, we can't let those chicks out.
Yep.
And they was saying the rabbits would probably take care of it, so
At least the rabbit would mess with them anyway.
I just need to make it so that the rabbits can't get out of the hut.
Right.
And then I'll let the rabbits out.
No huskies. Huskies would be not a good choice for a homestead dog. In Alaska, sled dogs, absolutely great choice. But not that it can't be done, it's just not an optimal choice.
Anybody know where the super chat is on a laptop? If you're on a PC, how you do a super chat? I think you can possibly go up to the settings, like the little gear icon. There's something in there that allows you to do that, I think. I don't know if that's on the laptop though.
Foxes around your homestead, they are around. They absolutely are around.
Seen a couple.
Yep. No help for hurricane victims. I saw you in here typing earlier. Yeah, I don't know. Feel bad for the folks that were involved in the hurricanes.
The money icon is on the laptop if you aren't typing in chat.
Comments.
Yeah, Dagger. He's
Are you
just
so
a love.
sniffy? Are you
He's
so
getting all-
sniffy?
He loves when I just rub right here. He just
Oh,
loves
you are
it.
mean.
Oh, he just loves it. Oh, he just loves it. Oh, the purrs.
Prime sub for Jen. Name is Undock Nuts and Twitch. Alright, thanks. That's cool. Appreciate that.
I don't deserve this. It's disgusting. I don't know what you're talking about, James.
I think German Shepherds are good for protecting your animals. They'd be okay. It's not nearly as ideal as a livestock guardian dog, which is why I got one, but you could definitely, I think a German Shepherd would be a better choice than a Husky on a homestead.
Yeah, there's about almost 200 of you that haven't hit the thumbs up yet.
Oh man.
Close that chat button. Hit that thumbs up. Let's get those numbers up. Get those numbers up. Jump them, jump them. I jumped the thumbs up on Will's live one day. Like, he had a lot of people in there, don't get me wrong. But I hopped in the live when Nate and Will walked away and was talking to the people, and I got him up to like 1,700 likes from, what was it, like from 9?
Or something like
or
that.
something. It was insane. He got like 800 likes or thumbs up in the matter of like 30
No time
seconds
at
or
all.
something. It was funny.
Yep.
It was funny. Like I said, there were a ton of people in there, and his people aren't used to seeing me.
Nope.
So yeah, it just happened to work, but it was funny.
They look so comfortable in such an awkward position. That's a cat for you. That's a cat for you.
They're growing, but they're still low, guys.
Cheers from Central Florida. Y'all didn't get hit too much from Helene, did you? No, not really. We just got some wind and clouds for days, but nothing even worth mentioning compared to what everybody else dealt with.
It was from 700. You guys were there. That's awesome.
We were
Yeah,
there.
it just. Will was like, "Whoa!" He's like, "You should do this more often." I'm like, "No, no,
Right.
no." It just happened. It just happened once. It was fun. I was happy I could save the day. So they went off to separate dogs.
Yep.
His chicks are doing good. They look like little chickens now instead
do.
of just baby chicks. Even Nate put a video out of me showing Will the chicks, and I was telling Will in the video that Wabam is like, I think she's going to be all white because she didn't have any color in her wings yet. I was out there today, and she's got light brown wings starting, really light brown.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah, you can tell them all apart, but they do. They're starting to get like their little fluffy butts and stuff. Yeah, they're looking like chickens. You can tell what colors they're going to be.
Did you find a mechanic for your 6.5 truck? I did find somebody I think will be willing to work on it. He just hasn't had time yet.
Nate, have you ever had a roach problem? How do you get rid of them?
I've never had a roach problem.
Oh, here we just have little wood
We
roaches.
have the woods roaches, but they mostly stay outside unless you bring them in with some firewood or leave the door open with the lights on. And
Usually
they
we
come.
see them and we get them out like immediately. I've never had a problem with that. Anybody else having a problem with fruit flies?
Mhm.
When there's no food out, like there's nothing that they should be wanting to get into? Or nothing they could get into? Like, what's up with the fruit flies? And they might even be a little bit bigger than fruit flies, but they're not like gnats. I don't know what they are. They're annoying as hell. Oh, I was telling the mods about it, and they said that they were seeing the same thing, so. Will seemed, he's not bothered over the chicks having names. He knows, he knows he doesn't have to call them by name at all. He probably was, it was probably a look of, I'm never going to remember their names, so I don't know why you're telling me. It's probably what you read from him. Those flies bite? That's not cool.
Biting flies.
I heard that I read that fruit flies will go to apple cider vinegar, so I put some in a cup and set it on the counter before we came out here. And I'm hoping I have a cup full of fruit flies when I go in, but I don't know. No, that was Nate's buck.
Horseflies bite. Absolutely they do. I found out that Az likes to catch horseflies though, because he must have gotten bit a few times, and he bites them now, so it works out good for him.
I don't know if, well, they probably make them, but I don't know if they probably carry them in the stores here. But we eat all beef hot dogs, and I don't know if they make an all beef hot dog with cheddar cheese in it. Do you know if they make?
I don't know.
Like, I know regular hot dogs, they make like cheese dogs and other things. I feel like a bug landed in my hair and is like trying to get out of it. It's driving me nuts.
Could have happened. How you doing, man?
Because like, so I get all beef sausage, and you can get like the cheddar wurst sausage that has jalapenos and stuff in it, but that stuff's not all beef. And if you want the all beef sausage, it's just all beef sausage. They don't have yummy all beef cheddar jalapeno sausage. And that's just wrong.
Jonesy with a super chat. Could you please give all three of the cats the weekly hugs and kisses from me?
They're called sink flies. See? Oh, where did that comment go?
Don't forget to hit that like button and join that Discord.
Oh, do you get rid of them?
Jen will have to give Dagger the...
3 days in a row, then the 4th day.
Jen will have to give Dagger the hugs and kisses, because Dagger's over there.
Okay, so I noticed that they were over the sink a lot, and I asked Nate, do you think they're living in the sink? And he said,
We don't have a trap in it.
our plumbing doesn't run the same way as like your guys's does. We don't have a sink trap, so there's nothing, no room for anything to sit in there for them to get into. But I almost wonder if it's still worth trying the vinegar 3 days in a row and seeing if that
Good.
helps.
I mean, it can't hurt anything. It's just going to go out into the...
Hi, baby. Oh, you rubbed right against my eye. That is probably the worst place you could have rubbed. Ugh. I'll be taking an allergy pill when I go to bed
How many
tonight.
square feet is my garage? It
Yes, I
is
will.
30 by 50 for easy math, plus The second floor will be 20 by 50. So basically lots.
Yes, this would be a perfect time to have Spoot. You're right. That would be a perfect
Yeah, it
time.
would be.
Your dog looks like Minion. Aw,
What are you doing, Minion?
he's pretty sweet.
Mm. Boy, it's not
Alright,
gonna
Chet's
be
playing again.
too much longer, and this whole short sleeves outside thing's gonna be over.
It is over. I'm already wearing long
I'm not
sleeves.
looking forward to that. I'm still in denial. Still in denial.
Sink trap or not, they'll live in there. I wondered.
That's crazy.
Yep, I'm totally gonna do the vinegar thing.
Can do that.
Put apple cider vinegar down there for the next 3 days and see if that helps. I was about to throw some bleach down there this evening. Dagger did not catch the rat. Nope. He did enough to keep it from coming back, though. We haven't seen it back.
Nope, haven't seen it back. We got the flannel pants. Oh boy. You guys happy the hot weather's gone? I'm not. It means I've got to scramble over the next 30 days to make sure I'm fully ready for the freezing, and lots of stuff changes. Lots of stuff changes in the wintertime around here. Half my plumbing gets disconnected. All that stuff.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Him getting his scent in there was probably ran it off, at least for now.
Dagger on his Minion pillow. Yep. Oh, you're getting a bath, Dagger. Minion.
We will totally, I don't know if it'll be a gazebo or what kind of thing, but we will totally have some kind of cool sitting area with a little fire and
That we will.
stuff like that. We absolutely will. That'll be stuff that we'll do after the house is built, and then we can kind of decide how we want to landscape everything. Because obviously, we're getting older each year, and knowing where we want things to be so that, you know, it's easy to take care of the animals and get to things, because we still plan on using I still plan on using the outdoor kitchen for as long as I can. And then, I don't know, at one time, we said this would make a pretty cool freaking animal barn or hangout of.
Make a good animal barn if we
Some
decide to
sort.
like put the outdoor kitchen somewhere else someday and build another one.
Yeah.
But if we like this location, then we can just leave this kitchen too.
Have a good night, Jocelyn. Thanks for hanging out. See you on Twitch later.
Twitch.
Oh, that's Zeppelin. That's Zeppelin. That's very cool. I love when I can put people's names together when their names are different from platform to platform.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. You coming over here, Dagger? I don't know what Minion has to say about that. I don't think you care what Minion has to say about that.
So glad y'all get to see me. I love that.
Cool. Find the rat yet? Not yet. I've seen him a couple times, but he's every time I've seen him, it's because he saw me and he went really fast.
Will's over on his own property, guys. Over on the other property on the land he's staying on. The rat is now internet famous, right?
Right.
Has he been named?
People were calling him something in the Twitch chat. I can't remember.
Did they go with Templeton, or did they go with something different? What did you guys decide? Mother of Cats would know.
She would know. Ratrick.
Ratrick. Okay.
There we go.
All right. I like that.
Call him Ratty.
Ratrick is hysterical.
Rat Boy. I've seen Rat Boy.
Rat Boy.
Basically, there's like a gazillion different names for him, apparently.
Remy is good. Rat Boy. In order to get your votes in for names and get people to agree with you, like, it's amazing how the community starts throwing stuff out and they just agree They just come to an agreement on their
Eventually,
own.
everybody just
It's
kind of
just
agrees.
it's
So-
just cool. But if you want to do that, you got to hang out on the Twitch where the rat is, because those are the people that are naming everything. That's how the chicks got their names. I was a little more selfish, and I didn't let anybody help name the rabbits. But
His name should be Cat Food. That would be cool.
yeah,
Or his name could be Gone. That works too.
I had a friend with a cat named Roadkill one time. Pretty sure they rescued it off the side of the road one day. Kept it from having an untimely death. But yeah, they named it Roadkill. Did you reach out to Will today?
Yep.
Did he respond?
Nope.
Yeah, he isn't responding, so if any
It's normal.
if any yeah, that's totally normal. If anything was up, believe me, Jesse would come this way. He's probably just hanging out in his own area.
Probably. Flies are water bugs that come from standing water, maybe in the water pipe. There is no standing water in the water pipe. There can't be. It's all sloped, but yeah, I mean, droplets can sit in there, so if they hang out in the droplets in there, that could totally be a thing.
Oh, thank you. I'm playing with it because it's wet, because I just got out of the shower and it dries faster if I kind of move my fingers through it. Nate, when Nate first moved out here, he got bit by a brown recluse, and we're not even positive that that's what actually bit Will. Like, I don't know. I don't know what happened. The bite looks terrible, but Nate got bit, and he didn't go for medical treatment. He just suffered through it here, and was sick for what, 3 weeks, 2 weeks?
10 days where I was just absolutely like completely sick, and yeah, another 10 to 15 to like feel fully recovered after that.
There were days when he thought it was better, and he'd get up and start doing stuff, and then just damn near pass out and have to lay back down.
It was the full body effects that were like the worst part of it. People were getting to Will, the people from your series. What makes you think that? What makes you think that?
They wouldn't reach out to Will.
I can't imagine so.
If they were gonna reach out to people like that get close to Nate, they would have reached out to me a long time ago. I've said that for a long time. Like all the stories of just all the BS that was running around out there. Like if that's true and they were real women, then they would have contacted me and been like, "Hey, you need to watch out." So they're not.
You were supposedly their friend anyway.
Because I followed them on TikTok, so I was their friend.
You did a dual live with at least one of them.
No, I didn't. Oh, I did with Diane one night.
Mm-hmm.
She invited me up into the box when she was showing the goats.
Yep.
And another night, me and Trina were both up in your box.
Yep.
But I wouldn't have considered us friends. I never talked to either of them. Like, I have to kind of know somebody and know their character before I can consider them friend. Like,
Right. For sure.
I didn't even know you.
No. No. This man's having only
He
fans.
did.
Maybe an only pause.
I don't know if he still does. He did at one point. Then Nate started getting weird messages through it from some guy.
No, I just have it under my name because I have to, because of ID verification and stuff.
Yeah, he doesn't really put anything over there. Like, it was always just pictures of Minion or like normal pictures, and then yeah. But he did have some creepy.
It
guy.
was always PG.
He did have some creepy guy sending him weird messages though. It was
Yep.
funny.
Just a good reminder.
I remember us giggling about that.
Why to keep everything over there PG.
Yep.
Too funny. Tiger's named Muffins in his past life. Could be. Could be. Tiger's like, hey, don't lick my face. You guys are so funny. People are weird. People are weird. Definitely.
Oh, there's some very weird people.
And it's adorable. Yes. How's everyone tonight? We're good.
Kim, we have not been down to pick up packages yet. Maybe I will pick them up on my way back from the dentist tomorrow. Or on my way to the dentist.
There you go.
There's
Do
like
that.
3 weeks of packages down there. I'm sorry.
Probably.
I haven't even been like for a full grocery list or anything in almost a month. That's all right. Nate found a new favorite place to hang out, so he'll be able to feed himself.
It's far away though.
Far, far away. Yeah. And there's no Uber around, so you're gonna have to behave.
Yep.
Guarantee you $100. Az would crawl up here and lay here and just chill if he could fit.
Definitely.
All the animals are like this, except for Katana right now. She's more of a I just want to be on my own kind of cat.
Yep.
She's really on her own terms recently.
Her and Cloak just switched their
Yeah,
attitudes
Cloak's
for a
totally
bit.
different. Cloak's trying to bite on my toes earlier and all playful and comes around. Oh, how's his nose smell? He's supposed to smell with his own nose. You don't need to smell his nose.
Bite him, Dagger.
No.
Bite him.
Digger's not even have his eyes open.
Bite him.
Hey, he still didn't open them. You jerk, let me sleep.
Bite him, Dagger. Bite him. Bite him. Bite him.
Oh my goodness.
And a construction company wouldn't mind pitching in some help in the garage, several states away though.
That's funny. When he first got on here, he said, "This is a margarita with some cherry juice in it. It is not pink lemonade."
It's a little far away.
Somebody that just got on says, "Is that pink lemonade?" It must totally look like it.
Must. It's pretty cool how those guys made the walls level by not sheeting it first. That was pretty cool. I thought that was pretty clever.
Good night, Brittany. Thank you for everything you do.
It's building progress coming, and what's it gonna be? It's gonna be a garage, and it's coming along slowly because they haven't been here since Wednesday.
Just got on a stream and I got minioned. That's awesome.
Minioned. Got minioned.
That's cool.
Will you guys live in the garage? No. Nope. It's to be a garage storage, but I really don't know what I'm doing with the second floor, but
He'll probably have
I
some
have
kind
no
of a.
intention of living over there.
He'll probably have some kind of a recording studio, maybe a futon or something for when people come. There's somewhere to throw somebody, but
No.
that'll all end up in the. James, you don't have to be here. You're disgusting.
Mm,
He'll end up with a permanent recording studio and stuff in the house, but like temporarily he might do something in there.
I might, but it would
We'll
have to be
see.
seasonal though, because otherwise it's
Cause,
gonna
yeah,
be
because
like
it's not heated in there.
cold or hot, one of the two.
Mm-hmm.
Not about to carry firewood up to a second floor of a second building at the same time I carry firewood and do it in another building. That'd just be,
Yep.
what am I doing?
Nate is not a musician or produce music or anything. He just worked with someone to have that theme song written.
Yep. It was cool.
What
You,
are
you
your-
can get the Kingdom of Minions song on Spotify or Apple Music or
What are the indoor-outdoor cameras you
available
use?
places. I have 4 different brands around here, I think. So basically, I try all kinds.
If James comes back, next mod to catch him, go ahead and don't even just time him out or remove him. Just
Mm. I am a certified rake player. That's right. Yep. you guys doing? You guys are so cool. Minion, why don't you just like chill? You're like not actually chill.
Our moderators are on their toes and they rock.
Oh.
They're amazing. We have the same mods around all of the platforms. So if you guys like chilling with the mods, and you can find them all over the place.
You have an affiliate with an indoor outdoor camera brand or no? No, I do different videos sometimes for them.
There's a couple that you like though.
I like all of them for different reasons. Like
Which ones show good at night too?
all of them do pretty good at night.
Well, the light turns on it, doesn't it, when you walk
that
up by
one has
it?
a light. Yeah, that one's a Rio Link.
And that one also does volume, sound.
Yeah, and you can rotate it in the app and like actually change the direction it's
Oh,
pointing
you can
and
do it in the
stuff.
app?
Yeah,
Oh, I thought you had to move it. That's kind of a cool one.
it is.
Yeah, it's called a Rio Link.
Yep,
Very cool.
it's pretty cool. Runs off of his little solar panel. Heard that song today. Very cool, Nate. That's awesome. Make sure it's the correct James, though, please. Good point.
Right? They'll know just because of the things that he's typing. Nobody will
Yeah.
remove you on.
The Dust to Dawn light. No, it's not. It just is a motion sensitive sensor light in it, which may or may not be what you want, depending. Sometimes you want your camera to be obscure and not obvious, or not obvious.
Oh, those big old cicada killers again.
Yeah,
They're dumb.
they're dumb. They're crazy.
You'd think if something was like made to fly, that it would be. I mean, airplanes are controlled better than these things. I don't think they know how to go up and down. Like, look at that one.
Oh yeah, they're dumb. They're like June bug dumb.
Or they're constantly drunk or something.
Right.
Like they can't control themselves. Why are they ever even flying bugs?
Also love the
They
song.
are huge.
It was
They
so
are.
good. I'm planning to rewatch it. That's awesome.
Ooh, you can get it on Spotify and iTunes and all your music loving apps now too.
Yep.
Mhm.
You ever seen anything interesting on cam? No, everything interesting always happens just off the side of the camera, despite the amount of cameras I have.
Who bug zapper tennis rackets would have been fun with those.
Woulda. What's a good coffee to recommend from the shop? Don't know where to start. I would say Minion Sweet Blend is one that people
It's very popular.
overwhelmingly go for. That's a good coffee. Gotta find that song. That's awesome. Yep, look up The Kingdom of Minion by Narrowway Homestead.
Minion, you got your own song.
Added Minion song to my Amazon playlist. That's cool. Yep, that's cool.
That's way cool. Nate and I were jamming to it the other night.
We were. Oh, Katana's trying to get your tail, Minion. Digger, what happened to being in Minion's bed? You're kind of just like on my lap.
Minion
now
does
instead.
sleep with us. Yep, he curls up right next to Nate. They snuggle.
Yep. Especially when it's cold, and Minion's all about it. Hasn't really been cold in the house yet.
Oh, thank you, thank you. You want me to sit in the duck poop chair again?
What do you mean
Good thing I
let?
wasn't Good thing I wasn't leaning back there.
Whoa, Digger. Digger basically took out the chair. Or the tripod.
Dumb ducks.
Yep. Digger's falling off. Did he fall off or did he jump off? He might have fallen off. You said that has duck poop on it?
It did. So does yours.
Awesome. Not really. Am I just blind and I don't see it?
I guess so. I didn't see it either when I sat down there. Obviously, somebody just in the chat mentioned it.
Oh. What's doing, Aslan? Yeah, I need to put some kind of net or something up there. I insist on being so.
Or a tack strip or something. So when you
Right.
come out, all the ducks would be stuck to it.
All right. Best life advice and biggest regrets. I don't know. It's like an hour-long podcast. That's life advice. Work hard, and even if you don't know what your goals are for the future, learn how to work hard, learn a trade, learn a skill. You'll figure out what you want to do in life, and then you'll be good. My biggest personal regrets is getting married to the wrong person. And trusting family members and variety of things like that. You mean rock? Thanks. Guys, some hot dogs with cheddar cheese in the middle. They would love that. You guys are good though. You guys are fine. You're about to get some dinner. Yeah. You're about to get some dinner, man. Mid-dinner. Is dinner coming soon? Is dinner coming soon? Is dinner coming soon? Is dinner coming soon? Maybe a little bit. Oops, your biggest regret is trusting family. Definitely really high up there, for sure. Here you go. Yeah. Here. You don't want any more? Alright, you don't have to have any condensation if you don't want it. Guys, nice to see you relaxing. We do on Sunday nights. We come out here and hang out with you guys. You and Jen are awesome. Love the content no matter what it is. That is awesome. Siblings, absolutely. There's a whole series on here on YouTube called What the Hell Happened. That whole series is about to be re-released into one video. One long-form video. Probably before too long. That way you guys can just like, because watching it, it's just me talking. Like, it's one of those things where it's probably better to just put in earbuds and just listen to it. Family can be the ones you choose. That's right. That's right. What's it about? It's kind of a partial life story thing. It's rough, hopefully, and it seems like you still have plenty of love still. Definitely, just because there's a couple bad people in the world, and I unfortunately, and I'm unlucky enough to be related to them, doesn't mean it has to like mess up my future or anything. I learned some lessons. Dagger's returned. Yep. Oh yeah? Oh yeah? Wow, 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 wow. Oh, wow. Oh, now we're gonna do the hacking thing? No, just swallow. If you swallow, it'll stop. Good boy. Good boy. Oldest minion, he's 11. Obviously not a good experience, but who knows? Maybe you wouldn't be in the position you're in if that stuff didn't happen. Life has a weird way of working sometimes, for sure. Yep, for sure. Yeah, my most successful years of my life are definitely the last two, and the moment those people exited my life got, yeah, ridiculously better than it ever has been. She's coming here with whatever it is, and I'm pretty sure it's not for you. So you just settle. You just settle. Here, let me help. Let me help you. Let me help you lay. Let me help you lay. If you lay like this, you'll be more comfortable. Oh, Minion not having it. Oh, Minion not having it. There. Oh, he's so good. Oh, he's so good. It's
An
not for
apple?
you. It's an apple. No, thank you. I'm good. I'd lick the cinnamon sugar off, though.
You don't know how good this is.
That's okay.
Liar.
Okay. Cinnamon sugar is good, though.
It's apple pie spice.
Oh.
It's got a little bit of clove and nutmeg.
That's good. I like nutmeg. Somebody's grumpy.
Don't squeeze him too much.
Huh?
Minion.
I'm not squeezing him at all.
He stinks. Or was that you?
It's not me.
I don't believe you.
Not me. How do you know when to not let someone bother your feelings anymore?
As soon as you're done with them.
Basically. Yep. Just
Your
gotta,
happiness is what matters most.
you just gotta figure out when you should be done with them and when you shouldn't. Most of the time, if you're not sure if you should be done with somebody, you should be done with somebody. You can always reintroduce yourself 2 years later if you decide you overreacted. For instance, how you overcame and forgave or forgot about your family abusing your trust. How do you let people like that go? You just let them go, do their own thing. They saw a way that they could get money out of me, and they conspired together to do so, and I let them have it. I let them go. I made back every penny and then some,
Tahini with lime.
and moved on.
I've never tried any kind of tahini.
I don't even know what that is.
It's that red spicy stuff that people put on everything, like pickles and candy, and try it on this, try it on that. You haven't seen? No, you probably haven't.
Nope.
This is a Honey Crisp apple, and Honey Crisp apples are the best.
You guys come to Ripley
munching.
much? Not much, but once in a while. I haven't seen Mark in a while. Did he drown? No, but I do need to go back down to the pond sometime. I haven't even been down there in like 2 months now. Plan is to move to Alaska and homestead off the land. Any tips you have? I know it's in the same area or climate, but some things should be roughly the same. Yeah, personally, if I was homesteading in Alaska, I would do less animal raising, less farming, and I would do more hunting and preserving and fishing, just because I think that's going to be a lot easier up there. Apple cider vinegar and Dawn works. The eggs everywhere. For some reason they're hard to get rid of. Hope you aren't in pain. NX, CRE, and the villains.
Yes. I will do that on the stovetop in a skillet with butter.
Jen, I think you would love Endless and Usurper Rock. Vern with the big $20 super chat. Thank you.
I would like
Hopefully
what?
Jen understood most of what I just read there. I don't think Jen was listening, but she's going to read it. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. She's squinting at it.
Not sure. Are these creators.
I'm assuming it's rock because it says rock at the end of that, like rock bands or something.
Oh, rock. Like rock. Okay. I'll have to check that out.
Small price to pay to get rid of people you don't need in your life, I guess. Yeah, pretty much. They had the ability to take everything I owned, but they didn't have the ability to take my mind, which is what I used to make everything I owned, so I could just do it again.
Which hurt them the worst.
Yep. My value isn't in what I possess, it's my abilities. And sometimes I trade and use my abilities to get more stuff to possess if I need that. Since I was put into debt, I needed that.
Why are we still talking about hot dogs and cheddar cheese?
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Dustin Castillo sent a $10 super chat. That was really cool. Thank
That's
you.
way cool.
It's just like a super sticker, I guess. I don't see.
Well, he did ask a question in here, and I think that it probably meant to go with there. Do you know how to weld?
Oh.
I think it just didn't hit with the thing like he wanted it to. But I caught it.
I don't know how to weld. I mean, I understand the concept and the basics, but like I've never actually tried, not even one time. Which is kind of crazy, but I've always been a woodworker. It's a band.
There isn't anything wrong with hot dogs and cheddar cheese unless you're spamming the chat with it.
You planning any heat in the new garage? I might put a wood stove in there. Amanda Fish, that's right. Glad you have a good woman in your life now, Nate. Yeah, me too.
Me too. Me too. I'm happy for you.
That's good.
Yep. What's y'all's Salisbury steak recipe? I don't have a Salisbury steak recipe.
I gotta look up
But
this
what I would do to get
form.
one is I would look like at 2 or 3 different recipes online, and then I would take the ideas of all of them and do my own thing. What's that do?
What's my radar? Show me my radar. Why is
With
it
the
so
wood
windy?
stove in your garage, your insurance goes through the roof?
I don't have insurance, so may or may not be good, depending.
It's a different life up here in the woods, guys.
It is. If anything I have burns down, blows up, blows away, I just lose it, and that's just the
He's
end
very,
of
very
it.
careful out here.
Yep.
Huh, little fire dog?
Fire dog.
Hello, Massachusetts. Welcome to the live.
Yeah, obsessed with wood stove. Absolutely obsessed with wood stoves. Minion. Katana, where's Cloak? Katana's like, I don't know, I'm just playing with bugs. Specifically a daddy long leg.
You're very different in the woods.
Love you. Said work hard and someone asked you how to weld after. As a carpenter working on Airstreams campers and now a full-time pipe welder. Work hard and do well, no doubt. For sure. For sure. Is there a big wood stove you can use to generate electricity, or is that not very efficient?
What's that?
It's not very efficient, but like, what do they call them, like Peltier devices or something that'll convert heat energy into electrical energy, but they're very, very expensive to actually put out any kind of actual energy.
I did get help with the pain, but I don't like the stuff they gave me, so I only used it like when I absolutely needed to, and I only used it for 2 days because I didn't like how it made me feel. But it at least got me through that excruciating pain until the antibiotic started to really kick in.
Just got here. They talk about Nate's Twitter getting hacked.
It wasn't hacked.
It wasn't hacked, but everybody thought it was hacked because I posted about cryptocurrency, and I have been into cryptocurrency for half a decade. I love cryptocurrency, and it's one of my favorite hobbies, and I hardly ever talk about it, but
You felt that was the platform to do it on?
it's a smaller platform, so like people won't go crazy. Because there's like, I think there's like 1,400
They,
people.
they just went. They just
following
left
me on
Twitter to
Twitter.
go to the other places to
They did. That's funny.
attack there. Yeah, discuss that over on Twitter where the post is. Don't take it to Twitch.
Right. You want to talk crypto? We can do
He'll
it
chat
over.
with you over there.
We can do it over on Twitter, on X.
Have I heard from the fake Nate? I don't remember a fake Nate.
People won't go crazy. Always some people will go crazy. Yeah, pretty much. Like I literally just posted a link to like a trading platform, and yes, it's a referral link, but like, you know, I didn't endorse any particular coin or anything, even though I have my eyes on certain projects. I mentioned none of them, and people were like, "Oh, this isn't something Nate would post about," which fair. Like if you haven't been here for more than 2 years. A couple years ago, I made some videos about stuff. Not real often, but it's just not my main content. It's just a hobby.
Ralph's just getting in. Yeah, he's getting into the new chicken coop through, or well, the old duck coop
Right?
just through a slat.
Appreciated your take on it. Like a very down to earth take. Well, thanks, Ryan. Appreciate it. Q4 looks good
Hi,
for
Katana.
Bitcoin.
Wanna try some?
Yeah, I think so.
Come here.
Anytime just before I think something's gonna take off,
Come on.
I get more excited about crypto in general.
Come on, Katana.
Of course.
Shut
In the
up.
meantime, I just let my investments ride in random mainstream coins such as Ethereum or Bitcoin or
Here, BB.
something, and then when it gets exciting again, then I take them and put them into particular projects. I like low market cap coins, anything under 10 million, because that's the stuff that's more likely to take off, and you just have to be really careful which ones you go for, because 99.9% of them are probably rug pulls or scams.
Enjoy her for now, guys, because she ain't gonna stick around. I guarantee it. She didn't even want me to pick her up. As she's like,
Can we get your
settles into my
X
arms.
profile handle? It's Nate PETR. And if you go back in my YouTube post and scroll down, you'll see where I talked about
she is gonna be okay.
having an X account. So it's there, and I put the link there. It's less than 10 posts back, so you can find the actual link there if you want to.
She is beautiful, isn't she? She's gorgeous. She has the best coloring for an orange cat.
Man, you're falling
She
out
has
of
like
bed.
this caramel tone to her. She's just beautiful. She doesn't want to stay here though. She didn't want to come here in the first place. I snuck up on her.
I know people who know what they're doing with crypto and they do good at it. Yeah, me too. Me too. I'm not one of those people. But
All right, you can go. You can go.
I haven't stuck any funds in crypto in like 3
Oh.
years, and ever since I did that, like I haven't lost it all, so I just keep playing with those funds over and over again till they either do good or till they disappear. One of the two.
I know what you're talking about, Jonesy. I did get your email. I can just report them and hope that they take them down.
Go invest in Minion Coin. I've talked about making a Minion Coin. I'm just not sure I want to get that carried away.
10 million.
But that would be so cool.
I don't know what that comment meant.
10 million. Where do you get that kind of money? I said I like coins under a 10 million market cap. That means there's less than 10 million invested in it by all
Yeah, it's how
people
many
invested in it.
Yeah.
So it's not. No.
It's not what
I don't have
it's
10
not what
million
one person's
invested.
putting into it. It's the total put into it by however many people there are.
Yeah. And you have to be careful, like, on what coins, because, like, a lot of people will make a coin. Like, if I were to make a Minion coin and then keep, like, 85% of the coins for me and only let, like, 15% be out in the market, like then at any time, like I could just rug pull and sell a bunch of mine, and then you guys would all go to zero, and then you'd be like, oh, what happened? And that's what I mean by rug pulls, because that's just bogus. You have to make sure no one person is holding a vast majority of the coin. You gotta do research and stuff. It's a whole thing. But if you have fun with it like I do, then, you know, it's just a fun hobby thing.
We don't really get mosquitoes out here.
What's your opinion on off-grid actually homestead life in Brazil? I don't know enough about Brazil to be able to say. I know some people that homestead in South America, different places, kind of in like a jungle environment, and it seems really cool, but I don't have the knowledge to speak on a lot of that. Like this, I'm learning I need X now to learn more. Yeah, it's such a small platform for me over there that, like, every other platform I just stay pretty professional and on track with what everybody expects. But over there, I just kind of, I don't go off the wall necessarily, but I just talk about stuff that I don't talk about elsewhere. Because, like, you know, if I just start, like, talking about certain coins I like here on YouTube, it's massive, and then it looks like it's a whole pump and dump scheme, and I'm just not involved. This cycle, I haven't even mentioned anywhere any particular coins I like at all. I've just not even brought it up. I've said nothing. Maybe sometime I'll say something over on X about it, but either way, it's just gonna be meme coins, and you really shouldn't put any more in a meme coin than you're gonna put in a slot machine in Vegas. That's just how it is. That's just how it is. It's, you know how some slot machines are better than others? Well, some meme coins are better than others, but at the end of the day, it's all a roll of the dice. Bull run is here. I agree.
How do you get your wife to agree to do this? Do you mean homestead?
Yeah, I don't know. I got my first wife to agree to homestead, and then she gave up and left. But she figured out how to take 50% of what I owned at the same time. So once she figured out it was going to work out good for her, she traded me for money. And then I made more money, and then I didn't worry about it anymore.
Don't worry, he's not bitter.
No, I'm not bitter. You having fun over there?
He's so lucky to have me. And not somebody else that couldn't handle that. Oh my God. He's not bitter.
No, not bitter. I don't like getting scammed. It makes me annoyed.
I'm dead.
Getting scammed makes me personally irritated.
I don't blame you, but oh my God. Just keep sucking on your pink lemonade.
Pink lemonade.
I'm
glad I amuse you so much when I have no plans at all of trying to amuse you or anything. Beggar catch the rat yet? No. Homesteading is hard. I have to want that life. In my opinion, yeah, for sure. It's one of those things, though, that, like, nobody saw the vision I had, and I'm not even sure half the people still see the vision I have of how awesome and, like, not difficult it can be. I'm just not at the point where I'm done building, and it's at that awesome, luxurious, cheap living plateau that I'm searching for and chasing. I'm getting very, I mean, yeah, I have some luxurious things, though, so, like.
He was actually just talking about how it's almost time to pull out a sweatshirt and stuff, so they're wondering how you can be out here in short sleeves and shorts, and I'm out here in a sweatshirt.
Yeah. Still pretty warm. I think it's still like 70 or something, probably.
I don't think it was 70 when I
It might not still be
decided
70.
to put my sweatshirt on.
It's going to be 50, but I want to know what it is now.
Actually, I think I said it was 70, didn't it?
69.
Yep, it did. Yeah.
Yep,
I saw it
69.
right up there. Yep.
70 is one of those temperatures that, like, if you're just sitting, it's the fine line between short sleeves and maybe being able to put on a hoodie and
Well,
tolerate
and
it.
when the
but,
sun is
like,
out and when the sun isn't out, it makes a
Yeah,
difference.
for sure.
Yeah. I'm just comfortable.
Yep.
I try to take care of him and feed him good food. I try.
Did you ever consider selling Minions toenail clippings? Maybe. That would be strange. Random tech question: how tough is that fold? I have an X-Cover Field Pro that won't let me bring to a new carrier. So you know what I do? I'm a homesteader. I also use my phones a lot. All my YouTube videos are shot on this phone, or at least the long ones are. And I've had it for a year. This is the Fold 5, and the hinge kind of crackles a little bit now and again, but it's fine. Like, that being said, I haven't actually dropped this phone much. I'm not really sure why, but thank you, Jen, for taking care of Nate and feeding him good food. Yes, I definitely appreciate good food. But I've been making dinner like
You did hear me
Once a-
respond to that comment already, right?
once a week. No, I didn't.
You just don't remember because you responded to me when I did.
Oh. Apparently, I'm really dumb, guys.
Grab the big mug, the mods say. When you get your drink, grab the big mug, Nate.
That's what they said. That's what they said. Remember the one night Jen was gone and Nate was just eating a block of cheese? Oh, for sure. I've definitely been stocking up on
He'll probably do it again.
random snack stuff recently. I'll probably spend 2 nights eating just pretzels and freeze-dried bit of candies.
No, we should not grow the devil's lettuce out here because it's illegal. It doesn't matter how up in a mountain we are. It's against the law in the state of West Virginia. So,
It is.
no, we should not.
And some people can get
West
away
Virginia
with...
should legalize. And
Some
then we won't
people
have to
can
worry
get
about
away
that.
with not obeying the law, but people with millions of followers on social media have to
Yeah.
absolutely follow everything.
In fact, somebody was asking, Laverne was asking, why were they saying your pond wouldn't hold water, and why would somebody send somebody out to the work site on these guys? And that just has to do with the amount of followers, and any social media influencer or creator is going to get trolls and haters, and it's based on jealousy. There's just all kinds of different things that bring
Yep.
the nastiest out in people.
It's crazy
The
to
water
me.
thing did not start as a hate thing. It didn't come off hateful. There was, when Nate dug the pond and started doing videos, another creator who digs ponds for, like, that's what he does, duetted and went over why Nate's pond would not hold water. And the whole time he was talking about these bigger ponds and these bigger ponds that he's digging. And one of the things he says is it's never going to hold, if there's no clay in that dirt, it's not going to hold water. Well, he obviously didn't watch Nate's video
He never
because
watched the
there's
video at
so
all,
much
apparently.
clay in the sand, in the dirt here, in the ground. It was obvious that there was clay in there. But anyway, that video went, and then people just went off of that, and they were like, that pond will never hold water. And then it just became a joke.
Yep.
And it's been
Because it's been
3
holding
years
water.
running.
Yep. It's been doing good.
3 years running. and the pond that would never hold water has fish and all kinds of aqua life in it.
We had a crazy drought this summer and it still holds
It's
water.
still great. So that's where that came from. And then it's just the haters and stuff that think that they're going to cause some kind of an issue for Nate, that would send up the building
see,
inspector, whoever.
I already
they
know
sent,
that,
but-
like, that's how people online are, so I'm just expecting, okay, what are the possible agencies
always
that
stays
could
within
be
the
called
lines.
on me for stuff, and what do they require? And so I find out, make sure I'm doing the right thing, and
Then you don't
then
have
when
to
they
worry
show
about
up,
the haters.
then I'm okay, because I'm like, hey guys, welcome to the homestead.
Same thing with the
Here's
sheriff
this and
coming over
here's
the
that.
cat. He stood there and
Nope.
talked to Nate forever before he was ever like, "Do you want to see the cat?"
That's right.
It's just haters.
It's cold, get as cold there in the winter as it does here in MN, which I think is Minnesota. No. What is MN?
Minnesota.
I never get why they abbreviate.
Because there's so many M states.
There are a lot of M states. And no, it does not get anywhere near as cold here.
And
as it
MI is
does.
Michigan, so Minnesota can't be
Minnesota.
MI. So
True.
they went with the third letter, which was MN. And really, it would have been smart if they just stuck with the three-letter abbreviation that they started with.
Yeah. Yeah, that would be better.
The garden was a disaster. It started off good, and then the ducks got it, and then I planted fall and winter stuff, and it was growing great. And then one day the ducks got in there, and they annihilated it. So I have a whole new plan for next year.
You know the sheriff well enough now. Yep, for sure. For sure. Honesty is always 100% the best way to go. It really is. Keeps nonsense from really taking off.
It does.
And hey, whenever you see Jen leave, that's when you end up cooking eggs and ravioli. When you're cooking that stuff, we all know that Jen is out on a trip somewhere, no doubt.
There are eggs in here, and there's ravioli in the
Okay.
house. So you do have eggs and ravioli if you decide to
Got eggs and ravioli.
cook eggs, and maybe Mindy will make you eggs and ravioli.
Minnie, you want to share eggs and ravioli with me?
Please no, he says. Anything but the eggs and ravioli, Dad.
Anything but.
Anything but.
Angels don't have social media for the reasons Nate said, right? But seriously, every time somebody like calls an agency on me and they show up, like it translates into a bunch of views and popularity and whatever, and it's just it works out good for me overall. Yeah.
Well, it's dumb
So?
because these haters are like jealous of the fact that he's popular with social media, so they don't want him to be able to do it, so they can just try to cause him strife, and maybe then he won't do these videos. But instead, they just give him extra content.
They give me easy stuff to video, like, oh, the sheriff's here. Here, let me.
I watch these people in
Let
these
me
live
film a little
streamers.
bit.
They can't stand these live streamers, and it's like you are the one give. And then I watch these live streamers go into sub-only mode, and the haters and trolls are paying subscription prices to be able to come into the chat. Like, do you really? How do you hate somebody that much? Like
Right.
that you dedicate all of your time to them? It's just so beyond me.
Discount code is hilarious. Yeah, I thought so.
The trolls discount code.
Uh-huh. Got some other opportunities. I might have to make a discount. Vince, you're fine here. Just kick him out.
You're just as gorgeous as your owner. He is pretty gorgeous, huh, Lucy?
Oh, man. Funny, you should call the sheriff on yourself, right?
You
No.
have invited officers up here
I have.
so that they know where you are.
I did invite the state police up here and let them know how crazy the internet was, and I had the state police come out and showed them around a few things and told them they'd probably get randomly called, so like I give the agencies a heads up.
That's right, Jonesy.
Yes, Jonesy, absolutely, you're correct. Thanks for that super chat. See lightning in the background? Yeah, no doubt. It sounds like it might get crazy. Nate, I wanted to say you handled your life situation much better than I would have. I feel as though I would have weaponized my audience against the cult situation. So I basically did the same thing that the U.S. and Russia did, like way back when. Just started a Cold War, and I'm basically, I know there's more they could do to like try to cause me issues, and I just basically took it right to the brink, and like, yeah, they knew exactly that I was. Basically, I very low key threatened to unleash everybody on on the people, and then I just didn't. Because I want them to leave me alone, and I think they got the message to leave me alone, because I haven't heard nothing. Mans, quit
We'll
digging.
work on the fake Facebook account, guys. I know it's out there, and I know it's bothering all of you guys.
There's one with like
It's one we
25,000.
We might need to. There's one or two we might need to actually send it to.
Might have to.
Because I can't get Facebook. Remember, I even sent
Oh, I know.
all your reports.
I
and
know.
Still.
I know. Yep. It's crazy. Just gets expensive. I definitely have ways to take down the Facebook accounts, but it costs me thousands of dollars every time I do. So
This way, all you haters and trolls. If you're calling the police to come up here, what happens? What happens when you're calling on creators and stuff and somebody actually has an emergency or something and they have to wait for an officer to get there to actually help them in an emergency situation because the officer's tied up right now with some influencer who isn't doing shit,
right,
but the world can't stand him.
right,
Like,
right.
I don't know. I'm always the first one to pull over when I see an ambulance or a fire truck too, because if they were racing to save my parents or somebody that I cared about, like I would want people to pull over. Like, just
Yep.
pull over.
Absolutely. How bad your area get hit from the storm? Not bad at all.
There's one blowing in though.
Yeah, there's a storm coming in.
Come in. Well, come sit with Jen. You sit with Jen. I'll let you. Yes, I will let you. Yes, I will let you.
I'm putting
Knuckle
in
with me. I will let you knuckle
contact
with
stolen
me.
content. That's good. That's good. I mean, it might help, but it probably doesn't. But it might help.
Yes, we have bats. They're so fun. Nate has these Olight flashlights that are super bright, and I can go out at night and flash them up in the trees, and the bats will come out and they dive down into the light trying to get to bugs. It's pretty cool. It's super fun. Thank you. Dagger does have a baby face. Yep.
Digger. He's my good buddy. Oh, he's my good buddy.
Oh, do you want your bed back? No, you're just happy here whining? He whines under his breath.
He does. He's very whiny. What? You have your bed back?
There you
I took the cat.
go. Smack me in the face with your tail, though. Bats and ducks. The ducks also keep the mosquitoes down because mosquito larva is in the water, and the ducks go into the water and they keep a lot of that. Keep a lot of that away. I am feeling better, thank you. It was like the second antibiotic he gave me was a super strong one. And I think like if anything was going on in my body at all, it's flushing now. Last night I had a runny nose. I'm like, what is going on? It's just killing everything out. Totally frogs. Lots of toads out here. Lots of toads. I don't have bat houses. I would love to get some bat houses out here. I haven't really needed them because they're totally living in the trees, but I would love to put some bat boxes up here. For sure.
Why do you bury your teeth at Lord Minion? Because he makes cute noises whenever I do it.
He's trained to Nate's mannerisms. Like, Nate can do... Like, he doesn't really even have to touch him. He just acts a certain way and Minion reacts. What's my life advice and biggest regret? I don't know if I have any regrets. Everything in my life has been a lesson that I've learned from. I don't necessarily regret those things. Are there things that I would that I would change because I know I would learn the lesson a different way and in a better way maybe? Yes. But I don't really regret anything. And I just say take care of yourself. Like your personal happiness and how you are within yourself is the most important. You can't treat someone well if you are not happy yourself. And one of the things that I absolutely hate, and I hear people say all the time to each other, is, you don't make me happy. Well, it's not their responsibility to make you happy. You make you happy.
Nope. Definitely not somebody else's job.
Nobody can make you happy if you aren't a happy person already. And I don't know, don't let somebody take your sunshine. Like, just don't. That might be easier for me to say than a lot of people to do because I have 102 acres. Like if Nate and I got heated at each other, we could totally separate, and like don't have to be stuck. There's no reason to stick in that. But anyway.
Nope. Tana, hey. You're not supposed to be up there. Hey. Good girl. Lord Minion, I got your plushie, and it was number 7. Woohoo!
Oh, all right.
That's pretty good. You must have been pretty early to the plushie release. Actually, we've sold half of the signature Minion plushies. Half of them have been sold. Only half left. It's pretty cool. You're yawning, please.
Been in Nashville
right?
for 6 months and I'm miserable. Should I move home? If you think that it's being in Nashville that is making you miserable, then you need to make that change. If you don't know that it's actually Nashville that's making you miserable and it's something else within your life, then those are the changes that you need to make. Sometimes it's hard to figure out what it is that has us so down and so miserable. But you have to dig into that and figure out what it is that is causing the problem to be able to fix that. I haven't had DBT training. I'm not really sure what DBT training is. You know what DBT training is?
Mm-mm.
I know what that is.
Then again, I've had training for like hardly anything in my entire life. Good boy. You good boy. We have too much fun. Do you plan on starting a miniature city-state, or what are your next steps? No. But I might start a homesteading school and teach people how to homestead and be somewhat self-sufficient, and then push them out and let them go do their own thing.
I'm laughing at this. How did you get your pet so calm? I've been trying to raise a puppy for the past month, and he doesn't want to listen to a single thing you try to tell him. You're dealing with a puppy, and 1 month is not enough time. At 6 months, you might still be like, oh my gosh, this dog. Remember, it's a puppy. It's a puppy. and just be very consistent and be patient, but consistent, consistent, consistent. Um, with Nate, if he tells Minion to do something, Nate will not stop until Minion does it.
Yep.
It isn't,
Doesn't matter
oh,
what
you
it
don't feel like doing it
interrupts or
now.
anything.
It does not matter. He has to do it. And you just got to be totally on top of it all the time, very consistent. Work, 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 work with them, and be patient. Give them time. They're just a puppy.
Yep, you have to be consistent. Everybody says to be consistent, and I've seen like
Did we figure out what DBT was yet?
hardly anybody be consistent with their animals like ever.
Dialectical behavior training. No, I didn't even know what that was, and no, I haven't had any of it.
And I still don't know what that
I've
is,
just-
even though it's been
I've
spelled out.
just lived a life, and I've been through some shit, guys. What time do you get up on Mondays? Nate sets the alarm clock for 8:15 a.m.
I do.
Yeah, they are snugglers.
Nate, plus she is 31. It's mentioned in a video. Awesome. And I actually knew yours was 31 because I remember seeing your name on the label when I was packaging it.
Laverne with the super chat. Her room holds more water than your pond.
Oh man, that's not cool.
Rubberized.
Finished basement. Contractor dug up around the area, put rubberized tar, and water still came in.
Why wouldn't they do a French drain around that?
Yeah, it definitely needs a perimeter drain and a sump pump. Cause, yeah, you need to be pumping water out from underneath the concrete.
So it's not coming through it.
If it's a finished basement already, that's terrible because that's that's just not cool. Yeah, because that involves tearing out the bottom layer of wall, which you probably have to do anyway because it got wet.
She said, "Yep, sadly."
And
Yeah, that sucks.
they have to cut into the concrete around the perimeter and install a drain that all goes over to a pit, which they have to cut the concrete out for that and dig down and
She
install
says
a pit and a pump.
a waterproofing company said they can't help. The homes like mine are poorly built. There's still got to be some way to put a drain
I
around.
didn't catch it either. Built in the 60s. Yeah, they didn't do that back in the 60s. So yeah, you have to do it after the fact, and it's very labor intensive, quite expensive, and like that is, it just sucks. Like, yeah. Yep.
Talk therapy training, basically. Yeah, no, I've never been through any of that. I have just experienced some things and learned a lot of things on my own and gone through some of my own therapy to learn things about myself. And I'm just telling you what works for me. And I know that caring about yourself, making sure you are happy, and I mean, that's what matters. I can't treat him good if I'm not okay myself. And I know that.
You give some advice for a 27-year-old who feels lost in life. What were you doing at 27? I had just quit a job that I had been in for way too long and started my own contracting company and heavily worked on subbing out to another contractor. At the same time, I found out my wife at the time was cheating on me with multiple people. So that was a tough time. Age 27 was life altering. But, you know, the whole starting my own business thing was one of the best things for me to have ever done. Thunder. But yeah, life advice depends on your life skills, and like, I can't, yeah.
We have a camper trailer that we'll be staying in until things start feeling homey. But what you think would be a good first build? Shower, kitchen?
I did an outdoor kitchen and a shower pretty much. An outhouse was like a thing too, but that's what I did
Right
first
away.
was an outdoor, and at first an outhouse, then a shower, and then an outdoor kitchen. Takes a lot of effing up to know so much. Keep saying I'm on my seventh life do-over. I'm only 32, been through more than anyone should have to, but it makes us know some shit. Absolutely.
Sure does.
Yep.
Sure does.
Recently got a big old bag of bad to the bone coffee from y'all. It's
Oh,
dark as
awesome.
my soul and delicious. That's awesome.
Awesome.
That's one of my most underrated coffees, in my opinion. It's
It's
not
so
a big
good.
seller, but it's super good. As in the puppy's friends or their friendships ended. Puppies, you mean like the smaller dogs? No, they're still good. As just super hyped up. You sell coffee? Absolutely, I do. Air roasted. It's amazing. I've also been roasting my own coffee. Now, the coffee you buy isn't stuff I've personally roasted. It's a friend of mine who owns a roastery, but I've been roasting my own coffee and been passionate about coffee for 7 years or something now.
Super
Yeah.
chat from Laverne, or as in the puppy's friends, or has their friendship ended? They're still friends.
They're still friends.
They're still friends.
Very much so. Where do you guys get the beans? A variety of places. To have a variety of coffees available means you have to source beans from all over the world.
Hello, hello.
I've tried a few blends. Even the decaf is good. Well, thank you. And yes, the decaf, not to toot my own horn, but the decaf is absolutely amazing. Most decaf coffees do not taste like coffee still, and that one absolutely does. Until with all the humping and heads and mouth, right? Yeah, yeah. I understand why you asked the question for sure, because it's dogs are dogs are crazy, and when they get together and do their own thing, they just act ridiculous.
So Diana asks, can you explain the different types of coffees more? Like the difference between a dark and a blonde roast. What does it mean?
Yeah, I mean, uh, it's really just like a flavor profile, and some coffees taste better roasted a certain level, but it's also based on like your I don't know, your personal preference too. Some people just like a dark roast, but a lighter roast you tend to get more of the origin flavors, which basically means the origin of the bean. Because beans from different locations taste quite different and like significantly different sometimes. And some people really like the heavy roast flavor. Some people really like to be able to taste the fruity notes or the chocolatey notes or all the little nuanced flavors that shine through on the origin. And so, like a light medium roast will have more of that than a dark roast.
And it really has to do, so if you're a baker, think of it this way. If you have a loaf of bread in the oven and it starts to get that light golden brown, do you like your bread with the light golden brown? Do you like it to get a little darker? Do you like it really dark on top? It's the same kind of concept, is how long it's being roasted. But the thing that with Nate's coffee, and she's gone now, but somebody was telling me this week, and this is important. If you drink coffee from the grocery store and you're not liking it because it's got that bitter aftertaste and it's like acidic,
If you think you don't like coffee
it's
because
not
it's bitter,
because it's not because you got a dark roast. It's not because of that. It's because of how it's roasted. Nate's coffee being air roasted takes that acidity and that bitterness away. Or doesn't add it to the bean. You don't get that bitterness from it because it's air roasted. It's a total
Totally
game
different.
changer. So
And it's a
if,
much
if
higher
you
quality bean to start with
if
than
you think you
what they
like
sell.
weak coffee, like you like the coffee flavor, but you don't like a deep dark coffee, start with the Minion Sweet Blend. I think that it will. I think it'll blow your mind. Um, you might start to really like
And
coffee.
yes, decaf is air roasted as well, and it's not necessarily the time in the roaster that's light to dark. It has to do with the roast profile. A darker roast is usually roasted at a higher temperature too. And Coley says, I heard light roast has more caffeine, and that's my main goal with coffee. That's how I decide. Not always. It used to be true. Like that used to be true, but modern roasting has become
Minion is
super
deep.
technical and has found a way, people have found a way to roast where it doesn't destroy the caffeine in the process. So you can get highly caffeinated dark roasts now. It's totally
Maria says, I'm
possible.
picky about what I brew at home. I like every blend I've tried, and it doesn't give me heartburn.
That's awesome.
It
And yeah,
takes
the
that
air
away.
roast keeps the acidity way low. So if you have heartburn issues with coffee, you probably won't with air roasted coffee.
I do not look like his cousin. How do you know what his cousin looks like? I don't look like any of his cousins.
You recommend a certain grinder that complements your coffee beans. Just get a high quality Conigal burr grinder. Oh, I fear of missing out. Wish I could try your coffee. Well, it's here to stay. I've been selling it for a couple of years, and it'll stay on the website.
It probably won't ever to make it to supermarkets, Nate. One of the things about Nate's coffee is you get it when it, like days after it's roasted.
Freshness matters a
It's
lot.
it's bagged and packaged and the shipping label is on it the day that it's roasted. So you're getting it like right fresh. So it won't ever hit supermarkets because of that.
Boys drink coffee with milk. Is your coffee good with whole milk? Yeah, it is. If that's how you like your coffee, it's absolutely.
We,
I would
we made our lattes with
definitely
whole milk forever until I introduced you to half and half.
right. I would definitely yeah. If you make it strong, that flavor will shine right through. Like you make espresso and make a latte, like yep.
Michael, if you're still getting heartburn from it, have you ever tried to cold brew coffee? That may help even more.
Yep.
Um, I would give that a shot. You can still warm it up. You can heat it up and drink your coffee hot, but it's brewed cold, sitting on the counter.
Do you have a pre-ground coffee and all the flavors? I have pre-ground, and I have 3 different pre-grinds. I have a fine grind for espresso. I have a medium grind for your normal drip maker, and I have a coarse grind for, say, French press or cold brew. And most people say that it's best to get your own grinder and grind the coffee yourself so it's as fresh as possible. But if you get one of those blade grinders that spins around and makes, like, the grind size matters almost more than pre-ground or not pre-ground. Like all my pre-ground coffee is ground in a very high quality coffee grinder, and you'll be better off getting the right size grind for your brew than using like a $20 blade grinder for the whole beans. Like you'll have a better experience with my coffee getting it pre-ground, unless you have like a Conigal burr grinder and you dial it in just right for what you're brewing. It makes the grind size makes a difference more than people realize, and the grind quality, it really matters. Really matters.
And all of them, all of the different blends are good for cold brews. I was going to pull up a cold brew.
There. Love how
Cold
knowledgeable
brew
you all
pot
are on your
here.
product. Proof there's a lot of care and consideration there. Yeah, I won't sell anything unless I'm passionate about it. So like I don't sell coffee just because like, oh, I can sell coffee. I sell coffee because I love coffee and I'm passionate about the whole process, from roasting it to grinding it, obviously, to brewing it in all these different ways. Like, yeah, it's a hobby that I turned into a business.
So there's all kinds of different cold brew pots. I mean, anywhere from $15 up. And it really doesn't matter what you use. But like on Amazon, just the cold brew pot. And this center cylinder is what you put your ground up coffee into. And then you
Coarse grind.
Coarse ground. You stick in there, and then you set it in this pot here, and then you pour water over it, and you pour just a little bit of water over it to get the grounds wet, and then you let it do what they call a bloom. Nate, you said you didn't really bloom cold brew, did you? But when I looked
No.
up how to do cold brew, it suggested a bloom. So you pour it into the coffee grounds to get them wet. You give them a few minutes; they'll kind of bubble up or whatever, and then go in and slowly pour your coffee over the grounds until the pot fills up. Close it up, set it on your counter, and let it sit overnight.
Don't put it in your fridge right away.
Yeah, I did. I did one pot I put in the fridge, and I was like, why does this not taste right? And it's like, did you stick that in the fridge? And I did. Just like airheadedly stuck it in there.
Most people think it goes there because it's called cold brew.
Yep, just leave it on your counter, and it will steep. They say 12 to 16 hours. Sometimes I don't even wait that long. I can see how dark it's getting, and it does.
Do 8 to 24 hours.
It does get concentrated. The longer it sits, and you may add a little water to it to like make it not as strong or whatever. Just taste it and see what you think of it. But it's really good with some milk and some like a little bit of vanilla.
There's no rule that says you have to make cold brew coffee cold. You can drink it hot. When it was originally designed or come up with, like it was on ships, and like they would have it cold brewed, and they would heat it up to drink it. And I've heated up cold brew to drink, and it is a really good experience. Like, it is one of the smoothest cups of coffee you'll ever have. And it's underrated, probably because everybody selling coffee makers wants to sell you something expensive and fancy, and like, honestly, one of the best ways you can make coffee is cold brew. And you can do it in a $10 cold brew maker, or you can do it in a mason jar in like a giant tea bag thing. Like, you don't have to buy expensive equipment, and you can heat it up or drink it cold. It's very good. It's very good. Got a storm coming? Absolutely. You still have the Samsung folding phone? Yes. I recommend trying beans from Chipas, Mexico someday. They say we got the best coffee in the country. I have a Mexican Chipas coffee on the website, and Mexican Chipas coffee is a very underrated coffee. That is amazing.
Unfortunately, the coffee does not ship out of the United States. You can get all the other things on the website to Canada, but you can't get the coffee. And a lot of that has to do with the freshness date. And then there's a whole nother thing with shipping across lines when it's a consumable. So we don't. Sorry about that. Hopefully someday we'll be able to get past that, but we're just not there yet.
I'm just not there yet. Nate's constantly educating on coffee. I learned so much. Thank you, Nate. You're welcome.
Instant coffee makes me cry. Now I want cold brew. So there is totally a cool thing you can do with instant coffee.
And you can get good instant coffee, by the way. Instant coffee is just freeze-dried coffee.
I don't remember what this is called.
Just get a good brand.
But you take like...
I don't offer it yet.
You take like a tablespoon of instant coffee, put it in a cup, add the same amount of hot water, and then you need like one of those frothing whips, and you whip it, and that instant coffee becomes like this foamy stuff. Take a little cup and put some milk in it, hot or cold, and then take spoonfuls of that coffee froth and stick it. Oh my gosh, it's so good. You can add a little bit of caramel to it, or a little bit of vanilla, a little bit of sugar, whatever you want if you like. Oh my gosh, it's not a frappe. It's got a totally different name. But oh my gosh, it is so good. It is so good. I made you one time.
You did. It was good. Just once, but yeah, it was good.
It was yummy.
Let's go, Chippas. I'm glad my home state's coffee got noticed. So, fun fact, the very first coffee that was ever offered for sale on NarrowwayHomestead.com, the very first one was a Mexican Chippas coffee. And if you
liked
search
that one,
back
and then you took it
far
off of there.
on TikTok, you'll find like me talking all about Mexican coffee and how good it is. Coffee that, was originated in Mexico. So yeah, I'm all about it. It's good.
A pour over is good too. That's what this is.
buy instant coffee right now from Nate. I'm gonna make some instant coffee one of these days because I have a freeze dryer now. I'm gonna make some. I won't be able to make some for sale or anything, but
So that's what this is. This is for a pour over. Don't mind the dust on it. It's been sitting in the outdoor kitchen.
I
and we
don't
haven't
make
used
pour
it.
overs very much, guys.
But you put a filter in it, put the coffee in it. Pretend this is a coffee mug. This just sits right on top of it, and then you pour your hot water into it. It'll
Yeah,
do that
the
little
bloom.
bloomy thing.
And you gotta pour in a
And
circular
then-
motion. Some people say from the inside
Yep.
out, like it's a whole. People
And
are
then it
super
just
picky
pours
about
down
it.
into the cup. But that's called a pour over. And yes, people who are like really, really picky about their coffee will tell you there's a specific way to do it. You aren't going to mess up your coffee by pouring hot water over it. You may
No.
not get the exact same result that they're getting.
You'll get
but you're
better
gonna
and
get
better.
the-
Just keep practicing. Keep
Oh, do you guys
learning
see
your
lightning back
technique.
there?
They do. They
I can
sure
hear the
do.
thunder rolling in, yeah.
I only have a pour over as a preferred. Some people like that is what they want to drink.
Yeah, a
Like,
lot.
that is their preferred method. For me, I don't know. I like espresso. I like cold brew. I do have an automatic pour over machine. I forget who it's made by
I don't
anymore,
know if I have an absolute
But
favorite.
but it's really good. It makes
That was good coffee. Yeah, that was good coffee.
Storm is starting to affect the live. That's gonna
Oh,
happen.
Storm just left Parkersburg, says Mama. Good to see you here.
Yep, good to see you. Actually, you may have left a comment earlier about coffee. What was it? I agree. Best cup of coffee I ever had was the cold brew cup you made me. That's awesome.
Very cool, very cool.
That's awesome.
We do have walnut trees. Yep, there's black walnuts around here too.
Yep. Cowboy coffee is the way to go. I've had cowboy coffee. It's not my personal favorite, but I'm not gonna knock it.
Is that when you pour it right into the grounds?
Yeah, and some people add like brown sugar. They do it like over at campfire. But personally, I think it's more the experience of like being in the woods and making coffee over a fire that makes it so good.
Okay.
And I think you pour cold water and it like shocks the grounds so they like sink or something. I forget.
I'm usually here just quiet. Ah,
Well, that's all right.
well, that's good to know.
Like walnuts are messy, but I enjoy them. Me too. They're delicious, and they are messy. But yeah, if we lose internet or something, like we'll probably just end the live. So just
Yeah, if the
keep
storm
that
hits
in mind.
it very
if
easily
it gets
could.
crazy.
Hey, if you guys haven't hit that thumbs up, close the chat, hit that thumbs up, and come right back. Double tap your screen. Find a way to like the live.
Like the live. 69 today, old as dirt. Well, happy birthday, Mama Wannabe.
Oh wow!
That's
Yeah, happy
cool.
birthday.
People had eggshells, take out the business of cowboy coffee. You can do that. And some people will even, when they brew coffee, put eggshells in the basket before they brew their coffee to help take bitterness out.
I have a homemade one of those pour over things and never learned how to use it. Well, there you go. It's that easy.
There you go.
It is that easy.
Greek used to just take an old mechanic's funnel and put a.
That will work too.
Put a
And,
filter
I mean,
in
it
it
works. Yeah, it's the
It
same
worked. It
same
worked.
idea. I think it would take a little bit for it to actually filter through there, but
Yep. Hey, I mean, if all you have is a paper towel and a random funnel and some coffee, like, don't let you not having the best
guys ever
equipment
use a
from the
mocha
experts
pot?
keep you from having coffee. Don't.
I don't know what a mocha pot is.
I've used one. Yeah, they're all right.
I don't know about that. Hell yeah, Jonesy.
Plastic funnel taste
Where's the walnut trees at?
everywhere.
All over. There's mulberry trees, there's walnut trees, there's oak trees, there's so many kinds of trees. We got acorns, walnuts, persimmons. We have persimmon trees in the back.
Mm. Double tap liked. Wow, it worked. That's awesome.
Very cool.
Happy Sunday.
Do we grow our own walnuts?
Mhm.
If you're talking about what I think you're talking about, it's not legal here, so no, we don't.
The trees throwing stuff in your metal roof. Yes,
They are.
acorns are falling on my metal roofs constantly. And the leaves are just starting to fall. Persimmons, deer candy around here. My best hunts are under
Yes.
persimmons tree. Yeah, except for I like to eat them. I hate when a deer get them. It's like, hey,
There is
give me those.
a sassafras tree over by where Will is staying. Nate and Will found. Nate has talked about making root beer candy or root beer or something
period.
out of it. So that's a
Actual root beer.
possibility. We might end up doing that at some point.
I hear them hitting the chicken coop during the day. Yeah, you do. I hear them too.
Yeah, if you're
Obviously.
out there, they're falling all day long.
All day.
It is legal in Ohio. You are correct, but we are in West Virginia.
Because they're just so positive that even
They do
nature,
smell
the
good.
sky wants to get on the action, right? Apparently so. Homemade root beer is so yummy. It's one of the best drinks you can like make. Like actual root beer from the sassafras root, not officially carbonated. Like, wow, yeah, it's amazing. What strain of persimmons do you know? It's the small ones.
Yeah, the little ones.
I don't know the name.
I'm trying to. I've been watching them on the tree every single day, watching them change, and I'm trying to catch them as they ripen. I want to try to make like a persimmon jam or something. Sell you some sassafras oil. What's your dream car? Not the truck. You can't say your truck.
Can't say a truck. Probably an older Mustang. I'm not sure what year exactly, but just something older. Like 60s probably.
Yours are ping pong size. You're on the hunt for the larger ones.
Here's wild persimmons. Yes, they're.
Yeah, they totally are.
Yep. What are persimmons like? I don't know. Banana, mango. Not really sure. It's also how I would describe like pawpaws, but they're
Yeah.
not the same. So like, but
I haven't tasted one yet. I think they're a little more on the citrusy side.
no, citrus.
It's not citrusy at all.
I don't get anything citrus.
I'll have to try one. I haven't tried one yet. Hello, Iceland.
Aren't you too tall for a Mustang, Nate? Not an older one, but yeah, I hear you.
It's not as tall as you think he is.
I am tall. Calm down.
The camera adds height.
No, it does not.
I took the timer off the slowed chat, and all of a sudden it got crazy.
You guys going to the Black Walnut Festival? I
No,
don't know.
you can't buy our land. No, you can't buy our
I
land.
don't know. I used to have a '96 Mustang GT. I sold it for my work truck when I started my business, but
Well, I wouldn't say he's little, but
it was fun.
he's. It's like, shut up, Jen.
Just tell them I'm little and just be done with it.
Only grows one
Just
fruit
get it
per
out
year.
of the way. Just get it out of the way.
Do you have like harvest time written on your calendar so you can get your one fruit? That's crazy. One fruit on a tree a year. Can you talk about the deer or not?
I mean, we can. My buddy Trent was here. He got a deer with his bow, and we went looking for it for like an hour in the woods, and we finally found it, and it wasn't out of its misery, and we put it out of its misery, and I ran all the way back up the hill, like 300 feet up, back to a quad, took it all around, went down. Will dragged it along the lower area. He didn't have to drag it up the hill, because I was able to get down, and we loaded it up, and brought it up here, and it was just, yeah. It's the second homestead coming along. It's stalled because I've just not done much over there. So we're gonna buy that back section from you. I offered it to him, so
68 Chevelle.
it's up to him.
Oh, her kids are going to the car show.
Oh, that's cool.
That's very cool.
That's very cool.
Well, if you're around this way, holler.
We might go. We might go to the.
When is it? Because
I have no idea. I have no idea when it is at all.
I might not be here. Thank you, Jay.
Thank you both for approaching homesteading in a way that seems accessible to common person. Thank you for documenting it. Long-time viewer, first-time commenter. Well, thank you, and I'm glad you feel that way.
We won't we won't only eat venison all winter, but we'll have enough venison to eat through the winter. Yes.
We're gonna have some.
Okay, Triple E, that's enough.
Pond is full. I bet the pond is full now. And Twitch is gonna be on live tonight. Jonesy says everybody Nate is 5'10.5". All right, that's it. I'm going to a chiropractor.
5'10.5".
I'm going to a chiropractor and getting back to my
I'm short.
6 foot tall.
I'm short, so yeah, me standing next to him isn't going to tell you anything unless you realize how short I am. Sunday the 13th. Yeah, I won't be here. But Nate might be.
Yeah, that's super soon.
Twitch will be live, yes.
I'll see.
Yep.
I'll see if I can get down there. I'm not sure.
Look at you guys bumped those thumbs up all the way up to 609. That was killer.
That's cool.
Very cool.
That's pretty cool. As plushies will happen at some point. Be next year most likely, but. Aw, minion. Aw.
We've been together for 2 years.
Getting chilly out there. Not yet.
I don't
but
notice
it
a
will.
difference with my hoodie on. I can hear the wind in the woods.
Yep.
But it hasn't actually like come up through here yet.
Don't watch or love your channel and content. Love to see Jen come up with a homestead cookbook. She might someday.
I might.
Why don't we have
That's
a side
minion.
by side? I don't know. I don't need one. It might be kind of nice now that I own property that you need a side by side or 4-wheeler to get to, and if I ever want to go on a rainy day, I'll either just
Right.
get rained on or I have to take the long way, which is going to take an hour and a half of travel time instead of no.
I know, Mama. That it went fast. That was a quick 2 years.
Brand of electric bike do you have? I forget. I honestly forget. But I do like it.
Yeah, I don't remember what that thing's called either. I just remember the mower is a Mammotion because that
Yeah,
word is just fun to say.
it is.
Mammotion.
It is.
Is Jen with you for your money? Do I take all your money, Nate?
No. When she got with me, I didn't have any money. You ever seen or heard the show Homestead Rescue? Yes. If so, why do so many of the people fail when they start out, in your opinion? Because nobody's running a homestead school yet to help people get started. Yeah, most people fail because they don't budget their time correctly, number one, and then number two, they don't budget their money correctly. Like, you have to budget your time, you have to budget your money. You have to realize if you're spending a lot of time carrying this or that, you should find a way to not spend so much time doing that so you can do other things and don't get a ton of animals before you build everything up for them. Build everything up for your animals first, then get animals.
Yeah, right there. Jen is with Nate for the animals.
There you go. That could be. That could be. Do beans belong in chili? Yes, because if you're not farting after you ate a bowl of
Chili
chili,
beans.
then you just don't get the full experience.
No, beans do not belong in chili.
Beans definitely belong in random rice things that Jen makes on Sunday nights.
Are you telling me you're gassy?
I'm
Is this?
I'm
am I over here blaming Minion and it's
I'm
you?
saving it for later. It's not me right now.
Don't hold your farts. They travel up your spine into your brain and they give you crappy ideas.
And the crappy idea I have for today is to hold my farts. I can release them later at a more opportune time.
That's funny.
Laverne, I have absolutely no idea what you're talking about.
Actually, Minion is the worst.
But thanks for the super chat.
They absolutely belong in chili. I was joking because he said that.
Is that stuffy nose
You
when
made
you
chili
need
with
it,
beans
right?
yesterday. It was awful. What? I should. Sometime I'll have to make chili with you guys. I made chili with for that's what our meal was last week was chili with cornbread, and Will and Jesse. Will ate 2 huge bowls of it. Jesse said he liked
Yep.
it.
Yep.
I thought it was good. Do you think it was good?
Yeah, it's good. That's good. Yep.
So the noodles in the chili. It depends on where you're at in the country. So in Wisconsin, absolutely, people would tell you yes, you have to have noodles in your chili mac.
Yeah, that's weird.
I also I like to make white rice, like sticky rice, and put it in the bottom of the bowl and put chili over it. That's good too. I use all kinds of beans. I use chili beans, kidney beans, pinto beans. I really I don't put black beans in my chili, but I love black beans. Almost anytime I make something Mexican, I use black beans. Spaghetti and chili is good. Yep, there's a restaurant in Wisconsin that if you order chili, it's coming with spaghetti noodles in it.
Black beans are good for when you're on a budget and you're trying to do a filler.
Yeah,
That's
speaking of
not like
which, I've used almost all of the cans from the storage unit of the black beans.
really.
Yep, there's
That's
like
cool.
3 cans left.
Well, good job. I'm glad somebody used them because every time I opened a can and tried to eat them, it was just disgusting.
Where do you think that fruit I gave you tonight came from?
I don't know. I assume it came like from.
From the pantry. I've been using this stuff in there.
Good. Use it up.
Most definitely. I'm gonna
Use
have
it
to
up.
get more black beans soon.
Trees turning acorns.
Yeah,
They
kidney
are.
beans, and I'll use the dark red and the light red kidney beans. So if you want a really good, there's an Italian chili called pasta fagioli. They have it at Olive Garden too, but I have a recipe for that. Maybe we should make that sometime. And that you use the navy beans and pinto beans and all kinds of other kind of beans.
Beans.
I like beans.
Oh, I'm sorry,
I like the
Tiger.
texture of them.
Did you fall out? Was that supporting you?
Ooh, white kidney beans. I don't know if I've ever had those. I have to check that out too. Yes, black beans in the lasagna, yum. So tonight I made a Mexican rice in the Instant Pot, and I just put cubed chicken. Let's see. I used cubed chicken, a can of black beans, a can of Rotel with green chilies. I poured in some Taco Bell fire sauce, about a cup of chicken broth. What else did I throw in it? Oh, and I chopped up some green and red peppers and onions. Put that all in there, and then I put a cup of rice on the top of it and just pushed it down until it was covered in water. Stuck it in the air fryer for 8 minutes. Or not the air fryer, the Instant Pot for 8 minutes. It was so good. A dollop of sour cream, a little bit of cheese, and some cilantro. Yum. I didn't have any sour cream or cilantro, but if I did, I would have put it in it. But it was good. It was really good. I like we like things spicy. So sometimes I will get the Rotel that has the tomatoes and the jalapenos in it, or the habaneros. Sometimes I do just with the green chilies. It just depends on what it is I'm making and kind of how I feel like making it that night. And then the cornbread, I make the cornbread, put it in the oven. When it comes out, I just take a stick of butter and rub it across the top of it. And then I have some hot honey. It's like spicy honey, and I put that on top of it, and it's amazing. Super good. You guys are making me think of all kinds of things. I have a strawberry cake too that I should make for Nate sometime. You take a strawberry cake, bake it in a 9x13 like it says on the package, and then when it comes out of the oven, you take the bottom of a wooden spoon and poke holes in the top of the cake, and then take strawberries from the freezer, add a little bit of sugar and puree them, and pour those over the top of the cake, and then you let it sit and it soaks all that strawberry goodness in through those holes and off the top of the cake. And the next day you cover it in Cool Whip. You almost didn't throw that ball very good and hit me. Yum. I never think to record or do anything when I'm making cooking videos, guys. I'm terrible about it. I'm terrible about it. So Thanksgiving, we probably, in past years, he's gotten together with the neighbors and kind of done a group thing for Thanksgiving. So I don't know if that's what we'll be doing and I'll just be making a couple dishes, or if I'll actually be making a Thanksgiving dinner. But if I do, I'll probably get a small turkey and put it in the wood stove.
We may or may not be doing a... I'm not sure how it's all gonna go. We may or may not be doing a meet and greet on...
Oh, that's right. The night before Thanksgiving, we might be doing a meet and greet.
And I may be traveling
We've been
to
invited
Ohio
to for
that tool thing. Which is
Oh, I haven't heard about
the
that.
same
That's
day
all new
or
to me.
something.
I've not heard anything about that.
Wilder Plumber guys wanted me to go to. That was that same store. I told you about
that
it,
was
but
around
it was
Thanksgiving?
about tools, so I'm sure it didn't stick. But yeah, it's like same day probably.
Okay.
I'm not sure how it's all gonna go.
Come to Ohio and smoke with you. Nate doesn't smoke, guys.
Nope.
Try strawberry tres leches. That sounds good too.
Light it up the background. Yeah, it's getting
Yeah.
pretty crazy back there. It's
Can you
about
guys
to
hear the
start
rain
dumping.
hitting?
And I did just turn Twitch on because I'm anticipating the internet
I should
this
bring
is
out the
on
bathroom quick
is going to...
before it starts raining too bad.
What are you doing?
Going to the bathroom before it starts
Oh.
raining too bad.
All right. Rain sounds cool. It does. And yeah, we might cut out. These are the type of storms that totally cut this internet out. But we'll do our best to stay here as long as possible. If not, check out Twitch. And even when we do end, go check out Twitch anyway because it's just cool. And you guys can see an awesome lightning storm over there, I would imagine. The way all this is going. How often am I live? Every Sunday night, other than on Twitch where I'm live 24/7, but I'm not always there, obviously. As loud in the kitchen? Not really. Not unless there's a reason for him to be in here.
Yeah, but he cleans up my chicken scraps pretty good. My
Yeah.
chicken trimmings, he loves them.
May get her all set up for cooking videos, please. She is all set up. She's got multiple phones and she can film herself whenever she wants.
It probably just dried out over by Will's place, and yeah, he's probably getting wet again now.
Lightning ever cause electrical problems? Not unless it
It's raining.
strikes like actually here. Well, hi, Dagger.
The Bucks aren't quite ready to rut. I don't think they are quite yet. The other night when we drove into town, there was a bunch of does bedded down in all the fields. They weren't even up eating or anything. A lot of them were just laying down. I don't think they're in rut yet.
Bite him. Bite him. No? You want to bite him? Okay.
Right? It sounds like it's building up for a huge boom, doesn't it?
It does. Does Dagger not like storms? He doesn't
He
mind
like-
them. He just doesn't want to like in them or anything. But
He goes under the building.
he hears
They go under the
storms.
building when it rains, yeah.
Well, two of them might be in the outdoor kitchen.
Yeah, Katana might be stuck out here with Dagger. I might grab her and take her. Probably
Watching
she's
Twitch on
chilling
my
out here
other
with us.
phones. Guys look amazing on the Twitch stream. I bet they do. I bet they do. You ever problems with electricity during storms? Not really. Again, like if lightning were to like strike my array, then I would have all sorts of problems. But
We're skipping in and out. The internet very well could go down. It could happen.
Breaking up. So I knocked out the Wi-Fi. Yeah, it's probably It's
That might
probably
be the
almost
end of it, guys.
unwatchable.
I can watch on mine and see what it looks like.
If it's not unwatchable now, it probably soon will be.
It's windy in Iowa. Listen to all the acorns falling.
Kind of phone's on Twitch right now.
It's your iPhone, isn't it?
Yeah, it's,
The iPhone.
I don't even know which iPhone it is.
Oh, it's a
On my
lot of
iPhone.
ASMR. There's always ASMR out here. If you watch
That is
the
a
Twitch
lot
stream,
of acorns.
yeah, big time. Like the top of the trees are blowing right now.
Yeah. I don't have any skipping. I thought it was hail. Yeah, no,
it's
that's
not.
just
I
acorns.
don't see it skipping here anymore either.
Here comes the wind, though.
Yep.
Katana's like, what's going on?
Super cool looking dust storm in Idaho. That's cool.
Yeah, see, Dagger doesn't really freak out about storms. He's just like noticing.
Yeah,
like,
he's
oh.
okay. There's the breeze though. You can
Look
tell
at her
my hair's
face.
starting to move. Yeah, she's not sure what to think. She don't know what to think.
Nope.
She's like, this is a little much.
Just some rain, Katana. It'll be fine.
I keep you safe.
What is ASMR? Like enjoyable, peaceful sounds or something. I don't know.
Good night. Thanks for hanging out.
Just hard hats? Yeah, seriously.
I've been almost knocked out by an acorn a couple times sitting on the back deck. Oh, I bet the temp dropped a bit.
It's dropping. I can feel it dropping.
Yep. He already said his dream car is some kind of old Mustang, an older Mustang.
Yep. You believe every single live stream you guys have done? Yeah. You have them? That's cool. That's pretty cool. Yep, they're all saved in a recording on YouTube too.
Ah, mine says it went up. That's funny.
That did not go up. That's baloney.
That one says it did.
Well, I might say it did, but does care about the rain. He does. He doesn't really care for rain. And sometimes he goes to his doghouse. Sometimes he's in the woodshed. Right now he's hanging out in the outdoor kitchen. Like edge, there's an overhang. Pretty cool. Sounds like my place. Acorns falling like crazy in Canada, Ontario. Cool.